Hey up YouTube, it's Theme Park Bazza with
Mrs. Bazza.
Good afternoon. It is afternoon, isn't it?
It is.
Yep. Another weekend, and we wanted to give you a quick update on the home. It's been a little while, we're into December now.
Yep.
So we wanted to tell you what's happened around the topics from last time. Thank you for all the responses to our vlog about should we stay or should we go. So as we said last time, just to catch you up, 6 months ago we were like, do we invest in the house? We've been saving for 2 years. Do we spend that money on renovations that we want to do? Or do we go buy a new house that's already renovated? And that was like in the summertime. And we asked you as well on one of our vlogs, I put some links at the top, around what you thought about it. And it was like 50-50, and we were sort of 50-50, weren't we?
We definitely were.
Yeah, definitely were. We were looking at it, pricing houses up, all that kind of stuff. Anyway, the market took a bit of a turn down, and we started thinking about it. And it wasn't just the money, but it was more the location, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Being where we are and being walking distance of restaurants and bars.
Yeah, and I think the final thing was the roof, wasn't it? That made us
And then, as you know, back in the other vlog, we had to have the roof on, so we've had to invest 15, maybe 20 grand within the roof. And we'll talk about that and the insurance later on in this vlog, as you'd have seen from the thumbnail. So we've got that to talk about. And so we're going to sort of catch up on that. Before we do, I have a shout out. I have two shout outs actually. One, there was a couple, and maybe 3 or 4 months ago, and I apologise, who were in the Tesla. I think we were with Scott
and Yaz
driving around, and we parked at some lights and heard some shouting outside, and there was a car with a window down across shouting "Theme Park Bazza" at us. So I put the window down, said hello to you. They were looking out for a red Tesla and saw us and thought it must be us, and it was. So sorry, I mean, you messaged me, and I said I'd say hello, and we get a lot of messages on social media, and I can't find that one. So if you DM me your names again, I will mention it for you. And then the other one is to Carrie and Steve, who we met one evening. That was the Thanksgiving evening, wasn't it?
It was Thanksgiving.
When we had the Thanksgiving meal, we met them, and they went to the steakhouse at Point Orlando, and they got a voucher for a free meal, or free meal, didn't they? Buy one, get one free over 6 months. And over the next 6 months, and they kindly left it at the reception in the hotel for us. So thank you. You didn't need to do that. We appreciate it. They were heading back just after that, weren't they? Anyhow, enough of that. Let's catch you up. We got a lot of topics to cover today, and let's start, I think, with the AC.
AC.
So the AC, which is hidden behind door number 1, here in the garage. You can come round if you'd like, Mrs. Theme Park Bazza. Can you squeeze through? Is your parking there? Although she's complaining about my parking, she says I parked a little bit close. I don't think that. I think that's, you can get in there, can't you? Just about. I'll tell you why I parked.
The steering wheels on that side.
I'll tell you why I parked that close yesterday, later on in the vlog. So here we have the AC, and they came just a week ago.
Yes,
just a week ago. And basically, if you follow the last vlog, quick update, problems for 9 months, keeps knocking off. They've changed everything in the unit. We've had the suppliers here twice. Last time they came, it tripped when they were here. So the last thing they were changing was the circuit board in here, and the motor in here, and the wiring harness in here, because they didn't have a clue why it was just knocking off. Well, we are a week in, and we haven't had it trip since. Though, to be fair, it's cooler temperatures now.
A lot cooler temperatures.
And it's not having to work as hard to...
It doesn't seem to, like, the humidity has disappeared, so we can't really tell.
We don't know, but it sounds healthier. It seems to come on at full speed, whereas before it used to come on slow and gradually get faster. So, we got the older... left that in there as well. I even bought another thermostat because I wasn't sure if that was it. So I've got a spare thermostat there for when we get another house.
We're not getting another house.
Not getting another house now. We made that decision. So there we go. Touch wood. It is working okay. We'll keep you updated. But they've basically changed every single thing in the AC unit now, haven't they? And now we have to go back to our local supplier here and talk about the money we've paid already, and see. We'll let you know how that works out for us. So what should we do next? Shall we do the floors? Floors! This seemed like such a good idea till we had to get on the floor, didn't it?
I'm never going to get
So yeah, we'll give you an update on the floors, and we're not talking about the wonky ones. If you need to know about the wonky ones, check the last vlog out. What we're going to talk about here are the new floors that Mrs. Theme Park Bazza has picked for the renovation.
Yay!
Give us a short time and we'll be back with you.
A long time.
seconds later.
10 seconds.
We're up and about, aren't we? Didn't take any struggle whatsoever to get up from the floor. So let's talk about the flooring. Our contractor gave us the contact names of the different places to go in. So it's a huge warehouse, isn't it? A huge warehouse. And you can only go if you're a general contractor or you're recommended by a general contractor. It's not open to the public. And then we chose lots of tile, didn't we? And we finally chose a porcelain tile rather than anything fancy to go in. And it's down here. We'll show it you now. You can see it against, that's the grey floor that's down now, so it's a lot lighter than the grey floor that's down now, isn't it?
Yeah, it was, I wanted something light, not much browning, but a tiny bit of browning. It has got a little bit of browning somewhere. So it should look nice against the walls, because we're keeping this colour wall. Colour, just being repainted again in the same colour.
It's actually just one piece of tile. This is to show what it looks like when it's stacked up.
Yeah.
And then we just have to choose the grout. Whatever, maybe a dark grout might be nice to go in it as well. But it shouldn't be too expensive being a porcelain as opposed to a, no. Oh dear. Did I get that wrong?
All flooring's expensive.
So give me the, we got a sample of this is what we think the counters are going to look like. This is what she gave us to put against it in the kitchen. What we ordered, we show you in the last vlog.
Yeah, the cabinets.
The cabinets, yeah. So that'll give you some idea of the colour match of the two. Our general contractor is going to come back this week, apparently, and check the measurements again. He measured up, so we know how much of this we have to order. But that's not the first thing they told us to order. The first thing they told us to order were the cabinets, and we'll explain why. So the cabinets, the reason why they told us to order the cabinets first was the lead time, wasn't it?
Yeah, it takes a long time to
Was it 4 to 6 weeks?
At least 4 to 6
Yeah,
weeks.
It was 4 to 6 weeks. The ones we chose were made in America.
Yeah.
We could have got some European ones that were a few $100s cheaper.
Yeah, but they took up to 20 weeks.
Yeah, and they weren't the soft close drawers and stuff. So you saw the picture in the last one. And then we had the cabinet people come and do some drawings. And we show you the drawings now as I'm talking. And as you'll see, it's exactly the same. So we want the same, you decide to have the same layout. Because it's not bad, this layout, is it? And for cost.
Yeah, it was just going to cost too much money to put like a vent in above the cooker.
Yeah, you're looking at
move the microwave and move that somewhere else. It was just going to cost another, I don't know, thousands of dollars to do that.
Yeah. And so you can see the drawings here. The only thing we discussed in more detail was the center island. If you wanted drawers in it, or if you wanted cupboards, didn't we?
Yeah. Well, they put out basically all the bottom cupboards were drawers all the way around, apart from in the Buttles pantry.
Yeah.
And in the island, and all the way around were drawers. And I'm like, that's not good for me when I've got big pans, and I don't want to be lifting them above my head every time to put them in the cupboards. So I changed it and put cupboards in the island.
Yeah.
We left the drawers everywhere else. And then we decided on a cupboard next to the refrigerator, didn't we, with a double trash can and recycling can in. So. Yeah, because you know, we have, sorry, you got all the patio furniture in here. I'll show you outside after for the painting. But yes, so we got this bin now, which you saw me speaking to before, and he put it in here, didn't he? He put the other thing, but it's only a single. It's only a small cupboard.
And we have recycled, and we have regular trash as well. And you may not know, because we've never shown you this, but in here is where it was before, but this is broken. This thing here is broken, doesn't come out, but this is where it was before. So we're going to have that fixed. And that's another reason we're changing these. We don't show you all this, but half these cupboards doors don't close because they're kind of, you know.
Or don't open.
Or don't open, yeah, because they're broken. So again, it was a rental home. So we're going to have it in the same place, is what we're saying.
Yeah. Long
story short, we're going to put it in the same place. We went ooh and ah backwards and forwards on that. But we had to sign off on all the drawings electronically to say we agreed with them. And then yesterday I paid the deposit for the kitchen, because the lead time, as I say, it's 4 to 6 weeks, and our contractor said he's going to base the floor and the other work he has to do as to when the cabinets are available. So we're now in December, so it's going to be mid-January. They might not work over Christmas, you can say end of January, before the cupboards are available. So we're expecting a February start time-ish for this work when we get all that done. And they're also covering the cost of the countertops in what we paid, and it's 60% deposit up front, another 20% when the cabinets arrive, and another 20% when everything's installed. That is the normal. And it's all done with QuickBooks online. But there's an extra 4% credit card if you want to do credit card, but we're just doing it from our savings in the bank account to do that. So that was paid yesterday. You've still got to pick your backsplash. That's the other thing you didn't choose.
I did not choose.
At the tile place, we couldn't find one, but you were looking online.
Yeah, Wayfair.
Wayfair, was it?
There's a lot of different ones that I quite like. And I have actually ordered 3 samples to come to the house. We'll see what they look like.
They're not free though, are they, the samples?
Well, they're $2.99 each, but then the free shipping.
Right.
It's like, you know, they're not going to be cheap.
So and it was Black Friday recently, Black Friday, so you were looking there, looking at loads. We also got she was looking for the small bathroom down here, toilet and vanity unit, trying to get some of those. And you've got to source a sink and a tap.
Yep.
And hardware for the handles that you've got to source all those before it's ready for installing. So with being Black Friday, you got a good deal actually on Black Friday, didn't you? On these, on the
Fitbits.
On the Fitbits, you told them that?
No, I think we got them at, well, I usually get them at Coles. We haven't had one for 3 years.
Yeah, they usually break every year, but these have been pretty reliable.
These have been pretty good, these last ones.
Yeah.
So I didn't get any last year. I don't think I got any the year before. Anyway, I thought we'll get some because they've upgraded them again, haven't they?
So we get the older version that's cheaper.
Yeah.
So are these like 100 and...
No, the new ones we're getting are the 4, which is the recent one.
And how much are they? 150 each?
They were 149 each.
Right.
And we checked around and there were 149 everywhere.
Yeah. And they should be like 300, I don't know, 200.
230, I think.
Yeah, whatever. Yep.
And I was like, hang on, I'll just look at Coles. And on Black Friday, Coles do a deal where if you pay with your Coles card, they will give you $15 back in Coles cash for every $50 you spend.
Right.
So I got $90 back for 2
All right.
Fitbits.
No, it's only 15 for every $50. It's only 150. That's only 30, $45.
Well, no, it's, 90.
Oh, two of us, yeah. I can't do the math. Yeah.
So I got another $90 back in Coles cash that I could go to Coles and spend on whatever I want.
So Maxine saves money by spending money.
Yay!
Yeah. So yeah, Black Friday is a good time to look around, even if you've got to take stuff and put it in the garage. Oh yeah, and that's another thing on the last vlog. Thank you so much for all the comments, because after we talked about having to, we're doing the floors and we're going to have to move out and put things in storage. And I was thinking that night after I made that vlog, I woke up and said, I had a dream last night. I'm like, why don't we just like put stuff upstairs or in the garage? And then there isn't a real lot of big stuff apart from the sofa to go in the garage. And then comments on the vlog were, why don't you put your stuff upstairs? Why don't you put, I wish I'd thought of that. So I think we'll look at that, trying to put, empty a lot of this small stuff and put it in the spare bedrooms.
Boxes.
Tough lodge, guys, you're not coming back. And then, the big stuff, the sofa, we'll take one of the cars out and put it in the garage.
We might have to take 2 out.
Yeah, we'll have to find somewhere to put those.
It's really big.
It is, but it will be cheaper than putting it into storage and paying somebody to come in and put it into storage. I'm sure you can move those out on your own. I'll guide you.
Yeah, because they split up, so...
Yeah, I'll guide you. I'll
give me a dolly, I'm sure I'll manage.
You'll be all right. Yeah, I'll give you executive guidance. Yeah. Left a bit, right a bit.
I'll let you do the electronic stuff and
it's just unplug it. You can plug it back in, as long as it's not wired up. So thank you for that, for all those comments. We're going to do that as well. And backsplash, we mentioned you have to choose, and you've got the samples coming. So we've mentioned flooring, we've mentioned the storage, tile. Oh, painting.
Painting.
So drum roll time again, Max. Let's look at the colour of the house. It is still the same colour as before because they've not been yet. But to be fair, we had a lot of rain. A lot of rain coming in. And so they have been actually yesterday. Actually, we'll turn this way a little more into the light. They have been yesterday, and you can see they did some patching of cracks. And I'll show you some of those around the house. We didn't know they were coming because we came back. We were been out, and we came back about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. The van was there with ladders up, so they've been around prepping, and hopefully tomorrow. Oh, they did come and power wash on Tuesday. They did, though they didn't do in here, as you can see.
As you can see, all the walls.
All the walls in here, which I'm still 50-50 on this company. If they're going to do a good job.
I don't know if they're going to do a good job.
I'm away next week, so you'll have to keep an eye on them. It's scary. And so they have done some patching, and they also sealed around the bathroom windows that leak. I have to go and tell them because they didn't know, even though I'd raised that up in the previous conversations. So hopefully, fingers crossed, they come this week, and we can show you on the next home vlog. Though I said on this one we do it, but not yet. Be patient. We'll show you show you what it's going to look like, or what it will look like, so it'll be done by then.
And hopefully we'll like the colours.
Yeah, you better do.
See.
We're back on the sofa, and now we'll talk a little bit about that thumbnail, which I think is the final thing to cover in this vlog, which is the house insurance. As you know from our history, roof needed replacing. Progressive cancelled our insurance. It's not a Progressive thing, it's a state thing. And so we had to go through that. We had the new roof on. Progressive sent me a letter saying, yep, you're back in the policy again. And this week I got a policy renewal from Progressive. So if you don't know, our insurance policy for last year, which may be a bit of a shock to people, was $2,900.
Yeah.
So it's about twice the price it was in Virginia, but that includes sinkhole coverage. Remember, there's also an excess on that on $6,000 of hurricane insurance coverage, shall we say. Well, I always get that word wrong. It's like the payment, isn't it? The deductible. Deductible you have to take out of that. $2,900. And when I always remember, I told you this, didn't I? When the adjuster came to look at our roof, and they wouldn't pay out. He said, I said, getting the roof replaced. He goes, oh, it's great. He said, when that happens, your rates will go down next year. I said, really? I don't think so. And I was right. So what did the new rates come out at? Well, here it is on the screen. $4,800 for a year, which, doing the math, is a 65% increase in costs.
Even though we had a new roof on?
Yeah, was I happy? No. Did I ring Progressive? Yes. Did I talk to somebody who, and I've noticed that, sorry, if you watch that Apple vlog about me complaining about support people, it's the same thing now. You get through to somebody on thing and they're like, they haven't got a clue. So I'm like, she's like, oh, they've got it wrong, they haven't taken into account your roof. Oh great, give me the right price. Oh no, they have taken that into account. Well, why is it so expensive? It is what it is. What do you mean? Well, that's the price in Florida. All the prices have gone up. 65%? Yeah. Well, what can you do about it? Meh, nothing I can do. It is what it is. That's our rates in Florida. Okay, bang, slam the phone down on them. Immediately went online, went to another insurance company that we'd had before, which is called Geico. Got a quote from them. $300 less than I paid last year. $2,600 for the year. So, sign up that policy. Now, it is a little bit different, is they're not covering sinkhole insurance, and I can't find anybody who will do it, though by law, from the beginning of this year, they all have to offer it, but it seems like they're backed out of that. And guess what? The deductible has now gone up. So the deductible for hurricane deductible is now $9,000. Instead of $6,000. And I think even with Progressive, it had gone up to $8,000. So literally, if you're gonna live in Florida, talk about a rainy day fund, you need about $10,000 in the bank as a rainy day fund. So it's not cheap to live here. I then signed up with that and got that done starting in January. And I must be getting an email every other day now from Progressive saying, your rates have gone up, call us, we'll discuss it. I did, and you didn't have anything to do. So if that lady made a mistake, then you just lost a customer. And that $2,600 doesn't include a group policy. Our cars are still with Progressive. So when we get our car insurance renewal next year and put that with Geico, that should take the rates down, at least on the cars or on the house, a little bit more. So it pays to shop around. I knew it was coming. I just knew, but even I was shocked at a 65% increase. So there we go, we've caught you up on everything so far.
Yep.
We're not expecting, a lot to happen now after the painting until February. Drawings are signed off, cabinets are ordered. As Maxine finds some deals on sinks and stuff, she'll let you know. Where she finds those, no doubt, and may do a Lowe's trip to go and find what we need to do in the black backsplash. And then, obviously, we'll keep you informed anyway. We'll do another home vlog, but don't expect one for a little while. A couple more park vlogs, and then Christmas coming. And then, before we know it, we'll be into January and February, won't we? So yeah, I'm not looking forward to it, are you?
Nope, not looking forward to it at all.
All the dust and everything. Looking forward to when it's done.
Yeah.
When it's done, I had a lot of people commenting on the vlog saying, can't wait to see it done. Neither can we. We can't wait to see it done. So anyway, enough of that. You'll be seeing some renovation vlogs coming up as it happens. We'll put them out there. So thanks for watching. Appreciate each and every one of you. If you like what we do, please like and subscribe. It helps the channel. Put your comments below. Tell us what you think. And we will see thee later.
Bye.
Bye.